Hi guys, it's Alyssa from Planet Alyssa, and I'm here with a little how-to video on how I go about packing up used board games to send them off to Amazon for FBA. If you weren't aware of this, you can sell used board games. They are considered collectible, and there's different breakdowns like collectible like new, collectible very good, collectible good, depending on the condition of the game and the box. Now, I wouldn't suggest selling a game that's missing pieces because I don't know why anyone would want to buy this, but if you have complete games, but they have been opened and maybe the box is a little beat up, you can still sell them on Amazon, provided the game is worth enough that you can make money on it. Today we're going to be packing up this game. It's a Monopoly, a Harley-Davidson edition, authorized edition. If you remember my haul video of a few weeks ago, I picked this up at a thrift store. And I said I had to go through and make sure all the pieces were there. Well, guess what? One of the pieces was not there. It was nearly complete. It was missing a single card. It was missing a single property card. These are like the railroads in regular Monopoly. They have the different Harley engines, and it was missing the Evolution engine card. But thankfully, there's this wonderful site called eBay, and people on eBay sell all kinds of missing parts to things. Now, it's something you can do if you wind up with a game that is missing a lot of pieces. It might make more sense to just break the pieces down and sell them on eBay. So for $1.49, there's a guy there selling all the railroad or engine cards for this game. $1.49 with shipping. So can't beat that. So I got my card that I needed, and I'm going to pack up this game to send it off to Amazon. Now, when I'm selling used games on Amazon, even though they're used, I do try to make sure they look nice and make sure that they're going to be in good shape once they get to the customer. As you probably know, you're going to have to ship them off to Amazon. They're going to get tossed around on the UPS truck. They're going to get tossed around the Amazon warehouse, and then they got to make another journey out to the customer. So that's a lot of time in transit. And with a game that has a bunch of pieces to it, they can really get messed up in the box if they aren't secured in some way. So what I do is I use a combination of plastic bags and rubber bands to secure the different pieces and cards and that sort of thing. Now, this particular game, if you can see it, it does have slots for the money. So they're nice and neat in there. I think I might add some rubber bands to them to keep them securely in there because, like I said, this box is going to get tossed around a lot. It'll only take you a few seconds to add some rubber bands to the money or whatever pieces you're rubber banding up. I had another game that had a whole bunch of cards, and it was similar. They had a tray for the cards to go in, so you couldn't really bag them up. And with rubber bands, you want like smaller rubber bands for something like this, not too thick so it doesn't distort the money and bend it all out of shape. Just something to keep it nice and neat in the package. Now, the cards and the assorted pieces, the hotels and houses, which I think are like garages or something in this game, and the different playing pieces, the dice, do not really have a secure spot in this box. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to bag them up. I have clear plastic bags that I can use, and I have a bag sealer to use with them. You don't need a bag sealer. You could probably use like Ziploc bags and secure them that way, but I do happen to have a sealer, so I will use that. By the way, my dog is totally freaked out by my sealer. He's here cautiously on the floor, but as soon as I start using it, I know he's going to go run and hide. He doesn't like the noise it makes. It makes a beep noise when the bag is sealed, and that terrifies him. Funny, or I don't know if it's even funny, kind of annoying story. This is not my original bag sealer that I purchased. The first one I purchased, I thought it was a good deal. I was getting it on eBay, and unlike those cards, it didn't work out to be such a great deal. I don't know if the shipper was new or this is just the way they run their business, but it's a pretty large, electronic device in a box that's not like a really sturdy box. It was a similar box to this, like a very thin cardboard box that wasn't secured or anything like that. So it was in the box and then in a plain poly mailer, not even a padded poly mailer, although I don't know that the padding would have made much of a difference. And it was coming from California to Pennsylvania, where I am. And so by the time this thing got to me, this is not the item in question. the box was all, you know, disheveled. The sealer was out of the box. The arm was bent on it. I mean, it looked like it had been through a war. It was supposed to be a brand new item. And so I was like, I don't even know if this thing is going to work. I plugged it in and tried to use it. It didn't even work. So I wrote to the seller saying, you know, exactly what happened, and that I'd like to, you know, return and get my money back because it was absolutely useless to me. And I had this whole big thing back and forth with the seller for days on end where they're trying to get me to cover the shipping cost on it because they were going to lose money on the shipping. They didn't even want me to send it back, but they said I could keep it and just have to pay for the shipping on it. I'm like, well, I don't want to pay for the shipping on it because, you know, I don't have anything to show for it. Why should I pay for, you know, someone not packing an item up securely? Anyway, I ended up just going to eBay and filing a claim and got my money back. But yeah, the next sealer I bought, I just went through Uline because I didn't want to have to deal with eBay. So, I mean, that's, if you're selling on eBay, that's your competition on eBay, but that's also why I think eBay might be losing business because you have people like that on there. And people like me who are like, I don't want to deal with the hassle of that. It's easier to spend more money and buy it from somewhere where I know I'm going to get what I bought and it's not going to be an issue. So anyway, this is a bigger bag than I need for the pieces, but I will end up making like multiple bags out of it with the sealer. Yeah, let me see if I can show it to you. I am in my kitchen. I don't have a dedicated spot for setting up my sealer, so I just use it in here. There's some space and I can clean off the counter neatly and get everything set up. So I'll put my property cards, which are now complete. We have the evolution card there, into this bag, which it's kind of a gusseted bag, so it's not quite perfect, but it'll do. And we will seal this up. Yeah, I'm just gonna go like that. I'm gonna add we'll add these cards. These are the community chest and chance cards here. So we'll add these to the other side here. And we'll seal up the top first. My dog is long since gone because of that beeping noise. But yeah, if you can see, these are sealed up in here. I'll be cutting this up, but just wanted to show that to you. And so these are sealed up now in here. These are the Chance and Community chest cards. And we'll cut this one. And here's the property cards all neatly sealed up. And we're gonna seal up, I think, put the hotels and houses together. They're black and orange because this is a Harley Davidson set. Yeah, I couldn't believe it when I was counting the pieces. I had to check the cards like 3 times because everything was here. There was actually one extra of each of the houses and hotels. And by the way, when you're checking the number of pieces, hopefully you have the instructions with your game, and that'll usually tell you, hopefully, everything that's included. Yeah, see, this had an equipment list here: game board, property cards, and it told you. The property cards, I had to actually look at the board to see, but 2 dice, 8 pewter Harley Davidson tokens, Chance and Community chest cards, 32 garages, and 12 dealerships. Those are the hotels and houses. So yeah, all of that was there, except for one single property card. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, eBay is good for missing parts and missing pieces to things, and I think eBay doesn't understand that, because if I was eBay and I was marketing, you know, my website, my business, that's what I'd focus on. eBay's the place where you go to buy things that you can't buy anywhere else. I mean, that's its strength. And instead they're trying to compete with retail stores, which doesn't make any sense because they can't do that. They're just never going to compete. But if they focused on the thing that they do really well, which is like, you know, the replacement remote to, you know, your television that now that your remote broke or got lost, or replacement card to your game, or replacement, you know, beaters to your mixer, or, you know, replacement doohickey that goes on your drum set. But they don't really focus on that. They don't realize that that is their strength. But yeah, I'm going to seal up these houses, these plastic, and because now I have another side to it, I'm going to add the dice and these pewter playing pieces. They're pretty cool for this set. I don't know if you can see that they're motorcycles, and well, here's a motorcycle boot. I guess that's an engine. Gas tank. Pretty cool. Here's a helmet. Yeah, it's a neat set. It is. Which is probably why, even used, it goes for decent money on Amazon. There's still a little plastic left over. If I need to seal something else, I probably could, or I will probably just throw that out. And these are purchased clear bags, by the way. You can definitely recycle bags that you have. You could probably even use, you know, like sandwich bags if you needed to. But yeah, so these are both sealed up now. And this way, when it's getting all tossed around on its various journeys to and from warehouses, it won't be too messed up. It's still gonna, they're still gonna, you know, move around, shift around some, but there's not too many places they can go. If you have a shrink wrapping thing, you can definitely shrink wrap the box. I don't do that, but I do use some plastic seals. These are called mailing seals. They're from Avery. They come, well, there's 480 of them in a pack. I think I picked this up at Staples. And if you can see, they're just round, clear seals. If you ever get like a flyer or something in the mail that's sealed on the end, that's what they're designed for. But these work really well for sealing up games too, and they're not, they can be removed without much difficulty, unlike, you know, like Scotch tape or something, or mailing tape, which will damage the package. These won't damage the package, but they'll seal it up neatly. So you can see, I just sealed up the side there. I will do all 4 sides of the box. And these come in handy for other packages too, not just games. If you have other packages that have been opened, or even if they haven't been opened, you're worried they're going to get opened in transit, you can just easily seal up a cardboard box with these. The biggest challenge with these is figuring out which ones you've used after you used them, because they're all clear. So I'll show you what I do. So what I usually do is, after I've used them, I use these first 4 here, but I won't remember that next time I'm going to use these. So I just take my scissors and cut off the ones I've used, so I know that these ones are all good. But that's it. I sealed the game up. I will send this off to Amazon. It'll get sent as collectible, very good. It's complete, but there is some box somewhere on the box there, as you can see. So it's not like new, but it is a nice set, and it's a lot cheaper than trying to buy it new. So somebody that really wants this will probably buy it. It does have a nice, relatively low sales rank, so it should go pretty quickly. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that helped you. I know I've had questions before about how I pack up games, used games, to send them off to Amazon. And most of the ones I find, used ones I find, are complete when I get them at thrift stores and things like that. Not always. I do sometimes, well, like you see, I sometimes get ones that are just missing a piece. Sometimes I get some that are missing more, and it's just not worth it to try to track down all the pieces, and I just kind of write that off as a loss. But I could, of course, sell the pieces on eBay and, you know, make some money that way. I put out videos about selling online. Most of my videos are geared towards Etsy, because I've been selling on Etsy for a while, but I do at Amazon as well. Been making really good money with FBA, so I started making some videos about that as well. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share it, comment, whatever. Hey guys, I was playing back that video, and so the beeper, you know, thing made its noise, the sealer thing made its beeping noise on the video, and my dog got all freaked out, and so he is sitting on my lap right now, and he is shaking like a leaf. Oh, he's such a big baby. He's such a big baby. Meanwhile, there's all these dogs that get scared of like fireworks and thunderstorms, and he doesn't care at all about that. But yeah, a bag sealer is making him beep. He's like shaking like crazy. Oh, poor baby. As you can see, he's a little bit big. He's not really a lap dog.